2020 Aston Martin Vantage oil change. First thing, according to Aston Martin's tech information, you want to start the vehicle and let it run for 15 minutes and then shut it off. Remove the oil filler cap. We've got, you get underneath, of course you're going to jack the car up. If you don't know that you need to jack the car up before you do this, you probably shouldn't be watching this video to do this yourself. We've got a little access door to get to our oil filter. These are 10 millimeter. These off. Don't really need to take all of them. You can take 2 of them off and then. Okay, there's your oil filter and your oil drain plug is here. Let's see if I can get the light back on here. There we go. There's your oil drain plug. You will need to replace the copper brush washer after you're done. Once you remove that, you need to replace it. You should always put a new brush washer on there. Okay, we're going to remove the drain plug, and this is a 17 millimeter. I have changed my drain plug from the original because it was stripped out, so I'm sure a few of you have had that happen. Make sure we got our receptacle in here, got it loose. We're going to let that drain, and we'll take our oil filter off. Okay, let our oil drain out. We just got a slow drip, so we're going to go ahead and clean off the mating surface. Still got a little, so we'll let that drip for just a little bit. Now we're going to get to our oil filter. And you want to make sure you got okay. We'll remove our oil filter. This is a 24. Okay. Should get my hand now. Pop the filter out. Just let it fall into the reservoir there. We'll let this drain for a little while more, a little while longer. Be right back. Okay. Got our oil filter out, oil drain plug. We'll put it back in. We're going to clean this mating surface. Still got a little errant drip every once in a while, but no big deal. Got our new crush washer on the drain plug. We're going to start it in. Get our torque wrench, make sure that's torqued down. Wipe off our oil filter housing mating surface. And going to be replacing it with the Hengst filter, which is what came on it. Give you a chance to note that part number. And it does have an O-ring that you need to replace on the housing. This little O-ring right here. So we're going to get out from under the car and replace that real quick. Okay, got our oil filter housing. I'm going to get this O-ring off, and if you open up your Hengst filter, it will have a replacement O-ring. And there's your filter. Let's go back under the car and get our filter installed. All right, got our new oil filter ready to go in. We'll only go in one way. Slide it on in there. A little bit of resistance, but we can seat it in there pretty easy. Wipe off the rest of this old oil. O-ring replaced. Okay, I believe this bad boy will need to be torqued to 18 to 20. I'll have to look it up, I'm not sure, but I'll make note of it. Okay, we got our oil filter housing back on there, our drain plug, everything's torqued. I'm going to get our screws out and our oil filter access cover. And start these. Okay, now let's go up top and we'll get it filled with fresh oil. Okay, we got everything underneath buttoned up. Everything's torqued down. Sorry for the fan noise in the background, but it's a little hot, so I need some airflow. We're gonna go ahead and get this topped off with some new fluids. If you didn't replace the filter, you're going to go 7.5 liters. If you did replace the filter, that's 8.5 liters. So we're going to go ahead and get started filling this up. Okay, the oil we're using, 8100 X Max from Motul, SAE OW40. That's what's recommended for this engine. That's what I choose to put in it. Pick something else, totally up to you. Okay, I left about half a liter shy. So we're gonna let it warm up, get it down, road test. They say, according to the Aston's tech, you want to allow the engine to run for about 2 minutes after you've got your oil in. Then you want to road test it for 20 minutes. You wait 15 minutes to allow for the oil level to become stable. Then you check your oil level. The difference in minimum and maximum is 1.5 liters. So keep that in mind. You do have a little bit of room to play with, minimum and maximum. Get this closed up and crank her up. Okay, that's 2 minutes. We need to wait about 15 more. Let the engine oil level settle. And we'll take a reading on the dipstick. Okay, we rested for 15 minutes. We'll check our level. Dipstick right here. And I believe we need to go ahead and add that last half liter. We're going to do that and call this job done.